Hey guys, welcome to my channel Hammond's Hobbies. My name's Glenn, and in today's video we have a huge unboxing here. We are going to be opening up an entire case of blaster boxes from the brand new Paddock Pass. So let's get right into it. Hey guys, so before we get into today's video, I just want to say a huge thank you to everybody that smashes up the like button on these videos and subscribes, and to all the new subscribers, thank you for joining my channel. And if you guys keep smashing up that like button, it shows that you like this content. Now, I'm going to start this episode off by saying that to get everything out of today's video, I would highly suggest you go back and watch the previous video where I opened up an entire case of hobby boxes for Paddock Pass, because in today's video essentially the main gist of it is comparing a case of hobby case Paddock Pass versus a whole case of blaster boxes from Paddock Pass, because that way I can honestly and legitimately say to you guys, this is better for this and this is better for that. So if you want to understand the full gist of what I'm talking about and what I'm referring to, make sure you go back and watch the previous video and then come back and watch this one. If you want to take part in box breaks, case breaks, single sales of this amazing product, you can join me live over on the Whatnot app. The Whatnot app is the #1 place in the UK and around the world to do box breaks and single sales with cards. So make sure you come and join me, especially if you use the link in the description down below. You can get £10 of free credit when you sign up to the platform. And if you want to purchase any of these sealed boxes or products, you can head on over to hammondshobbies.com. The link is in the description down below. Right, let's get into today's video and open up this massive case. So first thing to note is that I've had to use the zoomed out lens because this case is massive. These are physically a lot bigger than the hobby cases. You'll see here the way you can tell them apart. One is by how big they are, but secondly it says here 40/6. That means that you get 40 blaster boxes and there's 6 packs in every blaster box. So we have got a lot of boxes to open up in today's video. Now don't worry, I'm not going to obviously make you sit there and watch me repetitively open up loads of boxes. We're going to fast forward it as always, and I'll just show you guys the highlights. But the main gist of the video today, and this is why I said you should refer back to the previous video, is actually all the cards which I've got right beside me here, all of the cards that we hit from the hobby case that I did yesterday. I've actually gone through and written them down. Now, you guys don't need to read this. I'll bring up a screenshot here. I'll type it up in an Excel spreadsheet or something. But this is just for my reference. So we hit about 640 base cards in the hobby case. We hit 128 reds. We hit 128 chrome base. We hit about 32 refractors, which is a third of a set. We hit 120 inserts. I don't know how many of those are made up of duplicates and whatnot. And then we got 16 blacks, 2 black and whites, 1 gold minted, 26 numbered cards, which are then split down into, we got 15 greens, which is the most common numbered parallel. We got 1 white, we got 1 blue, we got 4 oranges and 5 purples. We then also hit 2 relics, which is what I said we would hit. We also hit 1 autograph. I've separated the SP inserts. Now, when I say SP inserts, that means short print. So you have the very common inserts, which is up here in the 120. But the short prints include things like the World Stage insert set, Warp Speed, the Team Beam, which is a really rare hit, the Circuit Breakers, you only get 2 of those in a case, and the die cut cards, you only get 2 of those in a case. So I'm considering them short print inserts because they're shorter printed. And then we got 3 numbered inserts. So we had 3 sort of like inserts that were like red or the green. So that is all of our hits from an entire case of hobby. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually go through, rip this open, then sit there organize all the cards, then sleeve them, count them, include them in that spreadsheet, and then we can literally do a side by side, and we can say this product's really bad for this product's really good for that, or this one's the better one for your money. And then hopefully the main outcome of this video is that you watching this video, because I'm going to complete the sets no matter what, I'll pick stuff up as I go along and I'll open loads of stuff, but the main gist of this video is so that you watching this video can actually decide, right, I've only got a budget of this, I want to collect this because I like the look of them, and based on what Glenn's telling me, the best way and the cheapest way to do that is by buying lots of this. So that's what I'm hoping that you get from this. All I ask for in return for all this hard work and all this scientific data is that you smash that like button up and comment something down below. I don't know, whatever you want, whatever product, comment down below which product you think is the better one. Is it the blaster boxes or is it the hobby boxes? Now, I have no idea going into this what the odds are, and also what the like hit ratios are. So I don't know if we're going to hit lots of numbered, I don't know if we're going to hit a relic, because I've opened blaster boxes, but I've only opened them like one at a time. I've never actually sat there and did a whole case and made a mental note of what you actually hit. Whereas going into that hobby video yesterday, I knew roughly what we was going to hit. Everything that we hit, I was like, yeah, and I expected it. This, I have no idea. I know that we're going to hit an X factor in each box, and I know we're going to hit sepia images rather than black and whites. Other than that, I don't know. So let's find out. Okay, so this is our first box. So I'm actually going to show you guys the full opening of this box, so you know what you can expect from at least one box without any obviously special surprises, I suppose. Hopefully we get a special surprise. But you get 6 packs, and these packs are actually a lot small. Like, you only get 5 cards in them, whereas the other one, I think you get 8. So you're getting 3 less cards per pack. You guys can do the maths. We'll do the maths after. But that's what you're getting. You're getting 6 packs. So let's have a little look. What do you get in a blaster box? So we've got 1 base, 2 base, 3 base. Then we have our red, which we got 1 in every pack for the hobby boxes. And then we have these Lewis Hamilton as well. What a one to hit. So these remind me of the checkered flags that you used to collect from Chrome 2021, 22, 23, 24. But these are called X Factor. These are blaster box exclusive. If you like the look of these, you have to buy blaster boxes. You cannot pull these in the hobby box. Okay, so that's the exclusive. But you do get 1 per box. So even though they're exclusive to this product, it's going to be a common-ish hit, because we should end up with 40 of them at the end of this video. So so we've got our base, we've actually got an insert, so you don't get one of these every pack like you do with hobby. But we got one there, Oscar Piastri. We got our red. Oh, and then we got a chrome. So no, you're not guaranteed 1 X Factor in every box. I thought you were. So there you go. The chrome has, and this is a chrome base, this has taken the place of the X Factor. Interesting. Okay, well, let's carry on then. Let's see what we get. Then we got a black, a red, and a George Russell X Factor. Nice. So you end up with less base. I can tell that already, because you're only getting 2 or 3 base cards in a pack, which is probably a good thing. The amount of base that I've got already. Got another insert, Carlos Sainz. So we've got 2 inserts in 1 box so far. A Lewis Hamilton red and a chrome. Then we have our base. Then we have a red Yuki Tsunoda, and with a Valtteri Bottas X Factor. I thought there was I thought these X Factors were only one per box, but actually we've got two already. In a blur insert, we got a red for Bruno Famin, and we got a chrome base card. So there you go. That was one box of Blaster. So in that, we ended up with obviously a little stack of base. We got the chrome base as well, which I didn't know we were going to get actually. But interestingly, I thought these were one per box. So I thought as I started that box off, I said we're going to end up with 40 of these. Well, based on that box, we actually got 3. So that means we're probably going to end up with quite a lot of them. We're probably going to end up with a whole set of them by the end of this video, because we're opening 40 boxes. We ended up with 3 inserts, and we ended up with 1 black and 3 chrome base. Let's just open up another box to see if that is the status quo. Don't forget to smash up that like button for me. I know for you guys this video has probably only been a few minutes long, but for me already it's been about 20 minutes. So these videos do take quite a lot of time, energy and money. You know, opening a whole case at a time is quite costly, but I'm hoping you guys love this content, and all I ask is that you engage with the video in some way. Share it, like it, heart it, comment, whatever. Just show some sort of engagement. That really helps me out and the channel grow. We got a Logan Sargent Power Packed, a red and a chrome base. Base again. We seem to be hitting better ratio of blacks. I don't know how, you know. Is that a print line? No, I don't think it is. Oh, I think that's part of the image. I thought, God, that's a massive print line. Base, Paddock Pass insert, chrome base, red Pierre Gasly on the X Factor. Last pack, in a blur for Kevin Magnussen, Zhou Guanyu and Lando Norris on the chrome. Right, so we've done 2 boxes now, so this should be a more, we can gauge what we're going to get. So obviously we're getting 1 red in every pack, it seems, so we're going to end up with a lot of reds. I'm probably going to be able to complete the red set 3-4 times over, including the ones from yesterday. But we ended up with 1, 2, 3, another 3. So it seems like we're getting 3 X Factors per box, which means by the end of this video, we should end up with 120. I had to do 40 times 3 then. 120 of these X Factors. So unless we hit tons of duplicates, we should complete, or almost complete, an entire set of these, which would be epic, because I do really like the look of them. And then obviously we're going to end up with so many inserts. We've got, it seems, 3 inserts per box. It seems like we're hitting 1 black per box, so maybe we're going to end up with 40 blacks, which would be nice, because we didn't end up with that many in the hobby case yesterday. And then obviously loads of chrome base. So you either get a chrome base or you get one of these X Factor chrome cards. So that seems to be the status quo. Right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to sit there and fast forward this now and open up the rest of the 38 boxes, which is probably going to take me a couple of, I reckon it's going to take me a couple of hours. But and then what we'll do is we'll go through, I'll sit there and add up what we get for each one and then compare them to what we got in the hobby box yesterday. So let's go. So I did think I was going to get quite far into this before I had to show anything, because I wasn't expecting to hit anything big in these. I thought it was going to be quite repetitive, but we hit a sepia image. This is the sepia, so these are different to black and white. They have that negative sort of tint to it. So we got one of them. That's the first one in 3 boxes. But I'm really shocked about this. I did not expect this in today's video. I wasn't really expecting a relic and I wasn't expecting an autograph, but we've hit an auto. An F2 auto of Roman Stanek. I was not expecting this at all. Oh, and it's a 1 of 1! Get in! Get in! What are the odds? I cannot believe that. I was not expecting that at all. We've hit a 1 of 1 Roman Stanek auto for F2. Get in! From a blaster box. Can you believe it? Ay, ay, ay. So actually, so far out of the 2 cases, the best rarity card that we hit was from a blaster box. Unbelievable. Well, there you go. I'm going to have to... We're going to have to put that there. We're going to have to include that in our spreadsheet, aren't we? Right, let's see how far we get now before we see the next numbered hit. Okay, so now we've opened up an entire case of Hobby Paddock Pass and an entire case of Blaster Box Paddock Pass. I can now tell you the results. Now, with the blaster boxes, because obviously I've just opened up an entire case, it meant that the actual amount of packs that I was opening up was double hobby boxes are. So the hobby boxes for the entire case, you actually have 128 packs. So when you get things like these reds, where you get 1 in every pack, or the chrome base card, which is almost 1 in every pack, then you're going to end up with a lot more if you was to open a lot more blaster boxes. So if you want to complete a red set in the most efficient, money-wise way of doing it, blaster boxes are the way to go. I actually ended up pulling 240 reds from that case, whereas the hobby case I only got 128. So almost double a hobby box. So if you want to complete the red set, go for blaster boxes. The X Factors, I was quite surprised. At the start of the video, I did say that I thought they were only 1 per box, but they're not. They're 3 per box. So you end up with 120 of these X Factors. So depending on how the duplicates fall, I could have the entire set in this stack here. The inserts for the blaster box case, I ended up with 120 inserts from the hobby box, and I ended up with 120 from a blaster case. So that means that you get the exact same amount of common inserts from the hobby box to the blaster boxes if you was to average it out. The chrome base cards, we ended up with 124 chrome base cards versus the chrome base from a hobby case. That worked out 128. So very, very even on those. So inserts and chrome base, so far it's even Stevens. If you want to complete a red set, get the blaster boxes. If you want to complete X Factor, you have to get the blaster boxes. Then these blacks here, with the hobby case, we only ended up with 16 blacks, whereas in the blaster boxes, we ended up with almost double. We ended up with exactly 30. So if you want to complete a black set, you are better off to open up blaster boxes. And then we have these sepias, and again, we hit 30 of those. Some beautiful looking images, I have to say. I really like these sepias. These are exclusive to blaster boxes, so you have to buy blaster boxes if you want these, but you get 30 of them in a case. So in theory, it would take you about 3 cases worth of blaster boxes that's very expensive, to complete a set of these on average. So that is where the blaster boxes come into their own. If you want the reds, the blacks, or the sepias and the X Factors, then awesome product to open. Now, admittedly, I got very lucky by hitting an autograph, which I don't think you get one in every case. So the fact that I hit one was awesome anyway. But the fact it was a one of one, that's very, very lucky. So we can't really factor that in on average. I wouldn't gamble on opening cases of blaster boxes to try and hit one of one autographs. So that is just pure luck on that one. We hit a relic. From what I understand, there's like one relic typically in a case, or one in every other case. So if you want to chase relics, you are way better off opening the hobby boxes, because you get 2 in each case, sometimes 3. And then this is where there's a huge gap between the hobby boxes and these blasters. Numbered hits. I just got this one. Just one in a whole case. So if you're looking to complete the set in any sort of numbered parallel format, or you just want to chase your favourite driver like Lewis, Max, Lando in a numbered parallel hit, you are better off taking part in hobby boxes, because with the hobby boxes we ended up with 26 numbered. In this one we ended up with 1. Something else to note is that I sort of emphasized common inserts. With the hobby boxes, you actually have the chance of hitting those short print and die cut cards, whereas we didn't hit any of those in this whole case. Now, I don't know if that's going to be the same throughout. There is an insert set which is exclusive to blaster boxes called Trophy Hunters. From what I saw there, I didn't see any Trophy Hunters, so that means I didn't hit one Trophy Hunter in an entire case of blasters. From what I've heard, they're one in every other case, so I'd have to open up another case of blasters to try and hit one Trophy Hunter. So they are massive chases for anybody trying to complete that set. So that really wraps it up. So what's my take overall? So my take overall, me personally, if I was to rip this product, I would prefer to open the hobby boxes. But if you are looking at completing the red set, the black set, the X Factors, or the sepias, then you are better off buying blaster boxes. And if you can get them at a reduced price as well, then even the base set and these would be cheaper to complete in blaster boxes. So anything else, you're better off to purchase the hobby boxes. I hope that makes sense, and I hope that's made it a little bit easier for you to understand this product. I hope that makes sense, and I hope that's helped you make your purchasing decision a bit easier to understand and to digest. If there's anything that I've missed here, comment down below if you think that I should have mentioned anything else regarding blaster boxes. But that's it from me, guys. Obviously, I'm well happy with what we hit, and I'm well happy obviously with the one of one and the Top Croc relic. I wasn't expecting those in today's video, and I'm quite happy. I'm now going to sit there and I'm going to put together a red set, an X Factor set, a base set, a sepia set, a black set, combining all of the cards from both the hobby case that I done in yesterday's video and the one from today. And I also took part in some breaks on Whatnot with other breakers, which they've arrived to me. So I'm going to sit there and try and make up as best I can multiple different sets, and then I'm going to do a video showing you those sets, what they look like once they're all completed, because you may see one of those sets and go, I really like those all put together. I'm going to complete that set. So look out for that video. And if you want to take part in box breaks, case breaks, or single sales stream on Whatnot, there is a link in the description down below. If you use that link to sign up to Whatnot, you can get £10 of free credit after you make your first purchase. So hopefully you can buy some singles from me completely free. Other than that, join me on the Facebook group where loads of guys are doing buys and trades with each other to try and help complete their sets. The group is called F1 Sports Cards Live over on the Facebook page. page. You can also follow me personally over on Instagram under the name Hammond's Hobbies, or you can check out hammondshobbies.com, where when I get a chance, I'll sit there and photograph these and upload them to my website. So you'll be able to just buy the ones you need 24/7. That's it from me, guys. I will see you on the next video. Peace.